Hey guys, this is Noxulence, and one of the things I hate that TV shows and movies do is race swapping characters. To me, it's an incredibly stupid and completely unnecessary thing to do to a character.
Boo this man!
Look, before you guys judge, could you at least hear me out first? It's not like I'm saying representation is bad or anything. I just think that race swap characters aren't really proper representation. I want to start this off by talking about one of the most recent race swaps to date. Ariel from the Little Mermaid live-action remake. Although now that I think about it, would this even be considered a race swap considering that Ariel's race is a mermaid? Would you call that a color swap instead? Screw it, the intent is still there, so I might as well just stick to calling it a race swap. Anyways, although I myself didn't go to see The Little Mermaid, I had friends who did. Now from what they told me, aside from Ariel's main motivation for wanting to be part of the human world being completely different, Ariel's character in the remake doesn't differ too much from her character in the original movie. She's still fascinated by the human world and wants to be a part of it even though her father doesn't want her to. Now you're probably thinking, they're keeping her somewhat close to the original Ariel and they get to have a main character that black girls can see themselves in. I don't see what's the problem with that. And my counter to that is simple. It's lazy. Instead of making a compelling story revolving around characters that happen to be black or Asian or Hispanic, companies like Disney choose to instead take already established characters and race swap them for the sake of diversity. That's not proper representation, that's giving people sloppy seconds. And I don't know about you guys, but I hate being given sloppy seconds. Now as lazy as these types of race swaps are, I can almost somewhat give kudos to them if they at least make these characters have the same personality as their original counterparts. I still don't like it, but at the very least I can acknowledge that they did the bare minimum for these characters. However, what I cannot make any excuses for are characters that are race swap and then don't even act like how the character is supposed to. Case in point, Amber Bennett from Invincible. In the comic, Amber is the girl next door kind of character that any guy would be lucky to have. She's a caring and understanding girlfriend that really loves Mark, being able to look past him hiding his secret identity from her. Now how do I say this in the nicest way possible? Amber in the show isn't really any of that. Matter of fact, the only two things that they have in common are their names and that they're both confident. In the show, Amber likes to help people in need and isn't the type to shy away from confrontation, physical or otherwise. She's smart, manipulative, and from her own admission, a social justice warrior.
It's okay. A bit too fancy, maybe. But I hear they do have a good social justice program.
Forget race swaps, she's an entirely different character. You might as well name her something else entirely because they share almost no similarities. And this isn't the only race swap character that's like this. Velma from the Scooby-Doo series is a nice intelligent girl who always tries her best to help solve mysteries with her friends. Meanwhile, Velma from the series Velma is selfish and always puts herself first and puts the people that she cares for and can stand being around her last. Jimmy Olsen in the Superman animated series was a dorky, funny, and intelligent photographer who respected Clark as a fellow employee and is best friends with his alter ego Superman. Jimmy Olsen in My Adventures with Superman, on the other hand, is a wacky conspiracy theorist, an intern, and is best friends with Clark, knowing full well he's Superman. Last but not least, Mary Jane from Spider-Man fits into the girl next door archetype and is also foxy, headstrong, and able to connect with people easily. Aside from being headstrong, Mary Jane from the MCU Spider-Man movies is the exact opposite of her other counterparts in that she is introverted and doesn't connect with a lot of people. She isn't foxy, and she isn't the girl next door archetype. I am honestly at a loss for words for how stupid this is. If you're not going to try to properly represent the character's personality, then why call them a race swap character? They're a different character entirely. But you guys don't have to worry. I have the perfect solution for the entertainment industry on how to fix this problem. It's pretty simple. If you want to properly represent a group of people in media, then the best way to do that is to tell compelling stories with original, diverse characters. Come on, it's easy. For starters, why not make a live-action TV show or movie about Static or other characters from Milestone Comics? Or maybe you could make a movie that's centered around Hispanic characters and their cultures like the movie The Book of Life. Better yet, why not try to make a movie about characters from Asian mythology, like Izanagi or Sun Wukong? The possibilities are endless when you put the time and effort into actually making diverse content. I mean, come on, Disney. How are you gonna cast Rachel Zegler, a Latina woman, as Snow White, a princess known for her white fair skin? You might as well just call her Caramel Latte now.
Boo this man!
And with that bad joke aside, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video and you want to show support, like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter and Odyssey. Have a good night, guys, and until next time, lights out.